Is that Anime Marge?
Yes. Now I need to find a place to shove her in the mod. To ruin everything.
Oh, Lord. You know the best part about this rookie?
Yagami now.
Huh?
Lisa Simpson is like Yagami now.
You know the best part about this rookie?
What?
I've hit record, so this is all on camera. Good day, lords and ladies of the internet! I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to A Hat in Time, the cutting of the branches, with our good friend, the mod creator, Rookie.
Who keeps ruining everything with Marge jokes?
All too well to our knowledge. Oh, good lord.
I did not know you hit record. You didn't hit it yet.
Alright, well let's just go straight to 2-2. Unless we want to see the supports now.
Do you want to see the supports or chapter 2-2? Do you think 2-2?
Do you think you've got time for it?
I think we have time for both. We have like 4.5 hours before I have to go to work.
That should be fine.
Everyone is here, except for the 2 characters I didn't make sprites for because they died too early.
Wait, Mayu's there, though.
Mayu did have trial sprites. She was there for trial 1.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Papyrus and Kate that weren't there.
Fair enough.
What the hell happened to Maggie?
Welcome to the support conversation. Here's Maggie!
What happened? What? That's definitely not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be flying Parabibles.
Ah, that's better.
There we go. Now we have horribly Wayne-painted Maggie Simpson.
Alright, so how does this work? Do we just go find someone to talk to?
So talk to Octavian real quick.
Alright, big boy.
Need something?
What is this?
This is the optional supports chapter. There's a lot of unimportant interactions happening among the cast, and there's just not enough time to go through it all in plain plot.
Fair.
Each golden item in here represents a chapter and the interactions they contain that weren't important enough to be forced into the main chapters. Law of conservation of detail and all that jazz. You can talk to me to exit back to the hub. Need something?
Huh.
Okey-doke.
Alright, so we have...
Wait.
a computer and 5 different characters.
Oh. I see what you've done here.
What have I done? Explain to the audience.
Well, you said before that Garrus was the main character of the first chapter.
Yes.
And we know that little girl, I can't remember her. What? Nanako is the main character of the second chapter. And I know from what you've told me that CEO is the main character of the 5th chapter. So this just shows who the main character of chapter 3 and chapter 4 is.
Yep. Sam and Gramble are chapter 3 and 4's main character, respectively.
Which means Gramble is not going to die, at least until chapter 5. And vice versa for all these guys. So Garrus, Max survives Gramble and CEO survive the 3rd chapter because that's Max's chapter. Gramble survives this, but yeah, you get what I mean.
I get what you mean. Also, you keep calling Sam Max, but at this point, between Sam and Samantha, I guess that makes it easier to identify which one is which.
Garrus' statue leads to the supports for chapter 1. Right. There are 30!
Hopefully they're good.
Both Ramel rises. This is not surprising.
Oh, it's just the cutest little thing.
Looking at pictures of birds isn't quite the same thing as watching them in the wild, but this will have to do.
What's that one? And that one?
That one's a robin, one of the most common birds in North America. At one point, the bird was killed for its meat, but there's a conservation treaty in place now, so you can't do that anymore.
So, I said before that one of Samantha's traits that the game doesn't go over is the fact that she is a conservationalist. I felt like researching robins actually wound up benefiting me.
Wait. They were hunted for their meat?
Yeah, that's what I read online anyway.
Robins are tiny little things! What the fuck kind of meat can you get off them?
Probably not much.
I mean, in England we hunt pigeons, but everyone knows they're just feathered rats, so who cares? I mean, we literally have a pigeon pie in England.
How could anyone look at those cute little eyes and want to eat it?
Quite easily.
No clue. I sure wouldn't.
Well, birds are evil.
I'm surprised you care so much about animals.
Why? Do I seem like I wouldn't?
No, I'm just not used to anyone else really having the same enthusiasm about it.
I thought you said you had a bunch of friends. Don't any of them like animals?
Some like animals, but not to my extent. Others tolerate them, and others are afraid of them. Mike hates pigeons,
Good
calling
man.
them rats with wings, but is
They
very
are.
much a dog person.
I see. So, this cabin belonged to your friend.
Yeah, we gotta remember
Yep.
chapter 1 takes place in the cabin from Until Dawn, sort of,
Yeah.
kinda.
These supports take place between the trials, right?
It takes the
So
chapter
before
1
the
supports
trial.
are meant to take place. The supports are meant to take place during the chapter itself at random points. Like, I don't.
So
Like,
yeah,
I won't
before the
know-
trial happens.
Definitely before someone dies.
Yeah.
What happened here, anyway? You don't seem to like this place very much.
This might take some time.
Well, I got plenty.
Samantha and Gramble achieved C support. Diddly diddly doo.
So, next support,
Butterflies affect both.
butterfly effect.
So aside from the bullying, how's school been?
It hasn't been much aside from that, honestly.
Surely you have at least a couple friends, right?
I do, but there's not much any of us can do to make it stop. But it is nice when they listen to me complain about my problems.
It's okay
Kate
to
is
vent
depressing.
sometimes.
Say again?
Kate is depressing. That is her entire existence.
I haven't played the game, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Her
I don't
entire
want to just
shtick
use
is
you to
bullying
complain
issues.
endlessly, though.
I'd like to return the favor. Is there anything you want to get out of your system?
Being in a murder game sucks.
I meant from home.
Well, I get sick of Em copying an attitude about everything and everyone all the time. Oh, Em's a friend of mine. Forgot to mention that.
Some friend.
She's upset all of the time? That must be exhausting.
It's not so much exhausting as it is really awkward and uncomfortable. Catfights are... yeah, they're not fun to watch.
Em was the one person you hope gets killed.
M was definitely the bitch of the group.
And good luck diffusing that.
Yep.
The irony is she's probably one of the people that's more likely to survive.
Emily from Until Dawn.
Yeah.
She's actually one of the easiest characters to get killed.
Is she?
Yeah, the game gives you, starting in chapter 8, which is pretty far in, but she is the third first character that can die. The game gives you the most opportunities to get rid of her.
Oh, fair enough.
Is she the type that makes a bigger deal out of everything than she needs to?
Oh, yeah.
How do you put up with that?
Lots of patience.
Do you feel better?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I got it out of my system, but now I feel bad for gossiping about her like that.
I'm sorry. I guess I didn't help.
You're fine, Kate. Don't worry.
Maybe talking about something you like will make you feel better. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I think talking about animals might bore you, actually.
You might be surprised. I have a pet bunny back in my dorm.
Aw, Kate, that is adorable.
Samantha and Kate have achieved C support. Diddly diddly doom.
Yay!
The context is lost without seeing how chapter 1 plays out.
Sam?
Yes? Wait, you mean me, right? Me and Sam having the same name has been pretty confusing so far. Did you need something?
I was hoping maybe there's a way to escape from the game we could find together. I really need to see my sister again.
Oh, I heard you had a sister. Mio, right? What's she like?
Mio. She's so sweet.
When I fell and broke my leg, she came back to help me. She still feels really bad about it.
I noticed you were limping, but I didn't want to bother you. You probably get comments on it all the time.
Oh, no. It's no bother at all. I like when people are concerned about me.
How?
It feels nice.
Huh.
Ever since the accident, Mio's always been there for me. She'll never leave me. It's nice to have someone care so much about you.
It's one of those things where when you know the context, it's like, yeah, this comes off a whole lot worse.
That is a whole lot psychopathic.
So it doesn't make you feel overly dependent or anything. I'd hate to be a liability to my friends or make them worry about me. I just want everyone to get along and be happy and stuff like that. As rare as that is.
I like being cared about, though.
I see your point.
Should we search for an exit?
I hate to say it, but I've already made plans today. I've been putting this on hold for too long.
Oh.
Maybe some other day?
Samantha has accidentally avoided being murdered in her seat.
Samantha has accidentally avoided getting murdered in her season 4 with Mayu.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
Oh, God. These two have literally nothing in common. Let's see how it goes.
Hey, Sam. How you holding up?
Fine. Why?
Well, you and this place have a bad history, right?
Something I should probably mention.
I'm trying not to think about it.
Yeah?
So the way that I have the supports ordered out is that I start off with all the supports of one character and then move on to the next character and then the next character and then the next character. So we're going through all of Sam's supports right at the start. Towards the end, we're going to be seeing Sam and Crashes because they're at the end of my list.
That's fair.
It makes it easier to remember which ones I haven't added in yet.
No, I honestly think that's a good way to order it up.
Yeah. But it also has the unfortunate problem of now we're seeing all of Samantha's out all at once.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway, I want to try getting to know you better and make conversation. You like manga?
I can't say I dislike it.
You have no idea, do you?
Not really, no.
Okay, what do you like?
Sports, animals, and quiet chilling with friends comes to mind pretty quick, so I'd say those are the big ones.
Quiet chilling with friends sounds good, actually. There's a TV in the lodge. We could probably watch that.
Sure.
Someone tried to frighten me. I'm the only one dressed head to toe in red colors.
You used this again?
Yes, I did. And this was the first time I used it. The time we saw before with Nanako was the second time I used it.
God.
It has the exact same punchline.
Gee, I wonder why watching a murder mystery while being stuck in a murder mystery isn't fun. What else is on?
You can have yourself say that with every single time that cut appears.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
I have so many questions.
So have I. What did I just miss?
Scooby said, "Stop it, Shaggy. I'm not stupid. Are you cheating on me?" I'm sorry, what?
I don't think we're ready for the answer.
I don't think we're ready for the
That's some pretty lackluster 3D animation.
Yep.
I didn't feel like actually animating it.
What do you mean London Tipton isn't until dawn now? She's gonna anim all my sparkly vampires immediately.
What's until dawn?
When do we get to the part where I kill everybody?
Nope.
Sheesh, I hope nobody in the next room heard that.
As long as it's free.
Natsuki immediately noping from the march.
Yep.
Oh, God.
And then immediately after that, it's like Coco yes noises. Oh god, I hope no one in the next room heard that.
Oh. E10 for for ages 10 and up, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome back to Championship Boxing.
You know what? Better than nothing. Which one do you think's gonna win?
Are we really gonna watch a boxing match with actual boxes?
Look, tentacles. Can you handle it, Ulala?
Oh. Nothing.
Boxing it is.
Space Channel 5 is very weird.
You're trying to choke me with laughter.
Them watching TV gave me an excuse to make a bunch of random gags that I wouldn't be able to fit in anywhere else. I might do it again some other time.
Good lord.
It sounded like most of those jokes were hits, so...
Oh. Samantha and Nanako. Nanako tends to be the most grown-up person amidst her friend of anime teenagers. This likely gets awkward fast.
Hello! Did you need me for something? Are you having trouble reaching the top cabinets again?
Nope, it's a special surprise. Ta-da! You said you were vegan, so I tried making a super special veggie platter.
Editor's note. Samantha's actress, Hyleen Pate, stated that Samantha is vegan. The game itself doesn't say this.
Aw, thanks. This is good. Great job.
Thank you.
I noticed that you're doing a lot of the cooking for everyone. Would you like help with that?
Sure, if you want. You can teach me some new cooking tricks.
I'm not sure about that, but it'll help lighten your load a bit. Why do you do that anyway?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'm used to it. Dad's busy at work most of the time, so I do the chores while he's gone.
Your dad's never home?
He's not home as much as I'd like.
What about your mom?
She died.
That's always an awkward topic.
Yeah.
I am so sorry for bringing that up.
Don't worry, I've been asked that before. And also, back home I have a big bro now.
Well, that's good to hear. What do you mean now? Isn't he older than you, or...?
Oh, that's a nickname. He's my cousin. He's staying with me and Dad for a while. Is it weird to have a lot of friends there in high school?
At your age? Kinda, but it's nice to hear that you have a lot of people you can rely on.
Yeah.
I get the feeling something's wrong.
Well...
Be honest. They're not here.
They're not good at cooking. I remember one time you made omelets and Yukiko fainted because it was... I mean, the spicy omelet was... good.
They cannot cook for crap. The girls in Persona 4 cannot cook for crap except for Nanako and maybe Naoto.
Fair enough.
I'm being mean, aren't I?
Like,
Most kids
they made
probably
3
wouldn't
different
lie to
omelets.
spare a friend's feelings. Or be as polite as you are. You're a very sweet kid.
Say again?
Like they tried making omelets, and Rise, Yukiko, and Chie all tried making different omelets. Chie's just tasted flat out terrible. Yukiko shoved in so many ingredients that they wound up making somehow the blandest omelet in the history of the universe, where it tasted like water. And Rise's tasted like spicy to the point where Yukiko fainted because it was so spicy she couldn't handle it.
Fair enough.
It's like, how did they screw up this badly?
Thanks. I still feel a bit bad, though.
Maybe you could be the one to teach me cooking. I'm not really known for that kind of thing.
Sure, if you want.
Aww.
Characters that we don't have a lot of backstory for are a bit hard to write because you don't really know what their skill set is because you don't have enough experience around them. But hopefully I'm getting Samantha right.
Yeah, but in theory, you could. It also gives you a bit more to work
Creative
with.
freedom with
yeah, creative freedom. I feel like Kate Marsh would be into VeggieTales. Gramble might have a hard time with it.
Kate is also a very religious person. I'm not sure if that's
this.
Yeah, I knew that bit.
I've
Okay.
been better. I'm hoping to see if I can get VeggieTales on the TV in the living room or something.
What is VeggieTales?
Religious Vegetables, the show.
Sounds controversial.
It's a children's show focused on the morals more so. It's been a while, but I think the show actually made fun of those kinds of believers.
Ah, I think I'd like that better then.
Would you like to join me then?
Probably not. Even though it sounds appealing on paper, I don't think it'll hit quite right for me.
Hint, hint to Bugsnax.
Because it's religious?
Because they're vegetables.
You know, I notice you don't really like eating much. Did you nearly choke, or...?
Can we talk about something else?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
I don't know, just anything else. Anything.
I feel like I'm torturing him a little too much.
I mean, you're in a bloody killing game. What?
I feel like he's just the designated victim at this point. I need to spread it out to everyone else a bit more.
Aww. Gramble and Kate have achieved C support. Gramble and Papyrus. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Best of roommates!
Before we continue too much...
Yeah?
So, I think with Papyrus's support specifically, I wound up screwing up and going a bit too... What's the word I'm looking for? I think I took him too seriously, if you know what I mean. Like, he's mostly a comedic character with some, he's mostly a comical character that you sometimes take seriously. I think I screwed up and reversed that a bit, but we'll see.
Alright. And of course you're gonna have his theme
Howdy,
music play.
roommate. It appears all is in order.
Yeah. I see that.
From my experience, I'm usually the one cleaning up after someone else instead of this mutually organized organization we have here. For that, I must give my thanks.
Who you always cleaning up after?
Sans, my lazy brother spends all his time napping, running an illegal hot dog stand.
An illegal hot dog stand.
What? Just generally being, well, lazy. He has not calibrated his traps in forever, so I must do it for him.
You know you're supposed to ask if someone's okay with hearing you vent before you start venting, right?
Oh, jeez.
There's an air vent here. I suppose airflow would...
I actually had people complain that I started venting out of nowhere a few times, so it's like, okay, I gotta take a hint on that.
Fair.
Oh, sorry. I was getting annoyed with it is all. He's so smart and talented, and he's wasting his potential. Oh, there I go again. May I complain?
Sure, but you probably shouldn't be so hard on your brother. Is he neglecting you or anything?
It's not that. Far from it even. It's just the little things that pile up into big things. He's using his knowledge of quantum physics not for safe storage of our bones or our furniture. No, he's using it as a joke. Quantum physics books inside of joke books inside of quantum physics books inside of... It's all a never-ending loop.
What?
One of those things you don't take seriously in Undertale. But when you think about it, it's like, oh god, what is he doing?
I guess, but I'm still impressed. That's, I don't know anyone else would be able to do that.
Which is why it should be put to better use.
You're not actually angry with him, are you? You're worried about him.
What makes you think I, the great Papyrus, am worried?
Call it fatherly instinct.
Aww.
Oh, I didn't know you were a dad?
It's complicated, but I'd rather not talk about Snacktooth right now. But the way you're saying it, I'm thinking you're worried, but it's coming out angry.
Yes, I worry about him. But don't tell him I do, or he might worry back, and that would make everything worse.
Is it gonna come up that he's the younger brother?
I don't remember which one is the older brother, actually. Did I actually wind up saying whether or not which one was which?
No, I haven't so far, but Sans is the older brother, so...
Okay, he actually is the older brother? I can never remember which one.
I'm pretty sure Sans is the older brother.
That's what I think too, but I don't know for 100% certain, so I can't really say if I don't remember.
If I ever stopped acting the way I do, he knows something's up.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm not from where you're from, so I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Okay. Well, I am naturally like this, you know, grand, magnificent, all that stuff. People don't often notice something very, very super important about me. I'm not stupid. I knew Undyne and Sans weren't telling me what would really happen to the human captive we needed, or why we needed them. However, I chose not to pry, because they probably wouldn't like that. But, yeah, it wasn't fun finding out that the human captive would be destroyed, and trying to prevent everyone from destroying each other.
I don't envy you there. Do you need a hug?
A hug? For me? Are we becoming friends?
It's okay to let it out. Whatever it is, I'll listen. It's no trouble.
I like Gramble. He's actually so nice.
Oh, I see.
Blindsided by emotions.
He's lazy. Too lazy. Like, he doesn't care about anything. He does the bare minimum to take proper care of himself, but me, aside from all the occasional teasing, which is unappreciated, I should add, he goes all out for me, to the point where I seriously worry what he'll do if something happens to me.
Oh, he'll just go on a murder spree. We already know that.
Like right now in this game,
that's what Fanon will have you believe.
And read me a bedtime story. He encourages me. I even hear from others how he talks so highly of me.
So, yeah. Everyone winds up having the headcanon that Sans will go on a murder spree against whoever kills Papyrus. That's not what actually happens in game. Yeah,
he just calls you a dirty brother killer.
Yeah, he just calls you out on it every opportunity he gets, and Wine will basically F off from the plot entirely because you killed Papyrus. He doesn't wind up going, like, full-on revenge mode like Fanon would have you believe.
Well, he does technically if you go the genocide route.
That is the only option, though, for him to actually retaliate, but that's for almost destroying a timeline, not for killing his brother. Which is a different thing entirely.
I don't know. I want to leave to make sure he isn't worried or anything, but I'd rather not hurt someone. It's not worth it. Wowie, I feel better already. Why do I feel better? That was the most negative string of sentences I've ever said. It's not like me to be negative. I'm tired. Can you read me a bedtime story? I promise to make up for this tomorrow.
Papyrus, it's really no trouble at all.
Papyrus, shut up. It's too late at night for this.
We're in the middle of something therapeutic, Natsuki.
I am seriously too tired to care right now.
Oh my god, so even during after this, he still sounds like he's got a megaphone attached to him.
That's the intention, but I don't think it worked out quite right in terms of how it actually sounds.
Papyrus, we'll have to come back to this some other time.
Okie dokie. Good night, Natsuki.
Go to bed!
It works when you realize that moment then, I think.
Yeah. So how was that? That was one of the supports I was more worried about because it was emotions and not really.
I liked it just because it allows you to see another. Because we know Papyrus doesn't last long, but it lets you see a moment of, well, Gramble. It builds on both of their characters, which is what the support should do. It should build on both characters.
Yeah, but then we have Samantha and Natsuki's, which is like funny.
And now we get Kate and Carl.
Miss Marsh, you seem under the weather, more so than normal.
Just kinda over humanity right now.
That worries me. You are so young, and yet you seem so hopeless.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm just beyond exhausted with everything back home. This really isn't helping.
I just feel like... Aren't your parents there for you through the trouble?
My dad is. He sent me a postcard before this happened, actually. And it made me feel much better. And then my mood died when I looked at the one Mom sent.
Oh, what did your father say?
And the light shines in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Katie, you'll always be my brightest light against the dark. Hugs and love, Pop.
Aww.
He very clearly cares deeply for you, as any parent should. I should know.
Are you a father?
Yeah, I would do anything for Martha and Patrick. I would be beside myself with grief if anything were to happen to them.
What actually happens to Carl if either of them die?
What actually happens to Carl if Patrick or Marta die?
Yeah.
If any of the other 3 family members, including his 2 kids or his wife, if any of them are dead, he will be depressed about it at the end of the game. And it will very clearly affect the entire family. So if Marta dies, Patrick winds up if I remember correctly, Patrick gets angry and bitter at his father, and the parents both become extremely depressed. If both kids die, then the parents become too depressed to ever have kids again, because they don't want to bring any more kids in this awful world anymore because of what happened to them.
Right.
It varies depending on who is or isn't alive. There's actually a lot of different ways this can go down.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different options, so it makes sense.
Oh, I hope Anna can keep Martha's health from deteriorating while I'm gone.
Is she sick?
She's always sick. You would not believe the lengths I need to go to keep our hospital bills in check. And that cuts into Patrick's education. I've had to purchase office supplies with company funds for the sole purpose of selling them to the black market to make ends meet.
Editor's note. Using reputation points to buy low-level cameras to sell to the black market is a viable strategy to make money in Beholder, and this is what got me through to the best ending on my second run. Just remember that reputation points are a currency too, and save scum accordingly. The more you know!
Hey, I'm relaying my Beholder tips into a game where no one really cares about the Beholder tip.
You're going that far? What'll happen to you if your boss finds out? Won't they take legal action against you?
So there is absolutely no ramifications if you do this. Realistically, if you were to purchase office supplies and sell them, you'd probably get in trouble. Right?
Yeah.
I'd probably be publicly executed.
Public execution? That's a bit extreme.
Is that abnormal?
I thought you were going to get fired and sued, not executed. Where do you live?
Some sort of Russian Slavic country?
I don't remember exactly where he lives, but I think it's called Krushvik 6.
Maybe leaving the country isn't such a bad idea after all.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, Carl does not live in a very happy location.
Oh,
And
we know that.
And a lot of the best endings involve him and his family getting out of the country.
These two didn't get much screen time. Papyrus's music always overpowers everything.
Greetings, human girl. You are looking radiant today.
Thanks, I think. Did you need something?
You seem sad, so I wanted to cheer you up. Do you like pasta?
Not really.
At least, not when there's cardboard in it.
What? Oh, okay, how about puzzles? I brought Junior Jumble with me.
Aren't you a little old for that?
What are you implying? Oh, you're saying my intellect is so vast that this should be a breeze? Of course, it's so obvious now.
Can we just relax for a bit?
Relax, but there's so many activities we could do.
These two do not have any way to mesh with each other, do they?
Well, let's see how it goes.
I appreciate the gesture, but I don't have the energy you do.
But being lazy won't get anything anywhere.
Do you ever sleep?
Oh, you're not sleeping well, are you? I will go fluff you some pillows until we have enough fluffed pillows for a fluffed pillow fort.
I mean, I'm a bit old for that, but I guess we could do that.
Onward! We must ask permission to borrow all of the pillows.
I'm starting to think you might give good feedback on the books I'm writing.
Ah. Editor's note, Kate makes children's books in her free time. Oh, that's actually really nice. Eventually.
Pillow fort assembled! Now to enter it and do pillow fort things. I'm actually not sure where to go from here.
Well, I have an idea. There's a book idea I have in mind that I wanted to make. Would you like to hear it?
Of course.
Kate and Papyrus have achieved C support. Aww.
Yay, they bonded before they died horribly.
Kate and Mayu. Oh, this is not going to be good.
Of course it's not going to be good.
Considering what we know, ...
Kate, I'm worried about Papyrus.
Why?
I am too. He was always so sweet, even though he came on a bit strong. I want to go look for him. I think the police already are. Please? I'm really worried. Okay. I hope he's okay. This better work this time.
Kate and Mayu have achieved C support? Sure, let's go with that. Kate and Nico! It's easy to forget Kate's writing children's book in her free time. Fortunately for her, there's an audience!
Hello! I got to reading that book you were working on.
Already? That was fast, thanks. What did you think?
Your drawings were really good, and they were so cute. And I like the story, too.
Thanks. That means a lot. A part of me was worried because of the subject.
People being mean? Yeah, but I like how the main character got through it with friendship and family.
Aww.
That's a huge relief. Sometimes I worry that my art isn't very good.
What makes you think that?
I kind of just worry because I can't really tell from just myself, you know? I know art is subjective, but, I still worry.
Sometimes I feel like I express my problems through the characters.
Subject?
You know, no one would have been the wiser if you hadn't said that.
Yeah, but even still. That definitely feels like a Kate thing to say, even though I definitely feel like I'm speaking through Kate. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Basically, art styles don't always appeal to everyone.
But if you like it, then other people like it too, right? I mean, I like it.
I never really thought of it like that.
What's wrong? Was it something I said?
I don't really have a lot of things in common with other people.
Sure you do. I mean, there's millions of people, I think. There's bound to be lots of people that like cute things. I'm sure Gramble would love your art.
He probably would, actually.
Come on, let's go show it to him.
Oh.
I'm glad I figured out how to make Nico change facial expressions.
Say again?
I'm glad I figured out how to make Nico change facial expressions.
Yeah, it looks good. There's little chance this will go well.
Is that Natsuki and Kay, this isn't gonna go well.
Oh, hi, Natsuki.
Alright, let's address the elephant in the room here. Whenever I'm around, you silently leave. What's the issue, Kate? I can't read your mind.
It's really not a big deal.
Yes, it is. When you're avoiding someone, yeah, it's probably important. Let me guess, you hate the fact that I complain a lot?
Well, I mean, you are a bitch, Natsuki.
Silence speaks volumes.
I'm sorry.
Look, I get it. I'm not a very positive person, but some things you gotta complain about. It's why constructive criticism's a thing. There's always room for improvement.
Could you maybe balance it out a bit better? Maybe bring up some good parts?
Right. It does come across as destructive instead of constructive if it's completely negative.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I've got room to improve, but see what I mean? We addressed it, and now we see the problem better, and we can work on it.
Okay. Anything positive you can say about anything?
Okay, look. As much as I'd like to go skiing, make snow angels, have a snowball fight, all that fun stuff, literally nobody is in the mood for fun right now. As much as I'd like to view this as a vacation, it's a death game, and we gotta be real about that.
I feel so sorry that they had to leave the snow area so quickly.
Okay,
Yeah,
but that's not what you were complaining about.
Then what's the freaking problem? I'm not a mind reader.
I'm just not in the mood for this, okay?
Well, this isn't going anywhere. My pessimistic outlook bothers you, and you don't feel like saying why. I'll just leave you then, like you wanted.
Is she always this difficult?
Yes.
Just because she's right doesn't mean she has to completely sour the mood.
I feel like this is one of those moments of, like, people being complicated for no reason just because they're in a mood.
Yeah. Kate and Octavian. Oh, I'm looking forward to your ones.
Oh, really?
Oh dear.
Excuse me?
Miss Marsh, what do you need?
I'm wondering why you're being so suspiciously polite to me.
We're not talking that often, are we?
No, but you're speaking so weirdly formally to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I do that. It happens sometimes. I know the situation's not ideal, but in an odd way, it's kind of a blessing just to get away from the drama of that dumb video.
Dumb video?
You know about...
So, this is actually... Yeah.
Right, because that's what the plot of Life is Strange, isn't it?
In Life is Strange, Kate Marsh's bullying is surrounding a video where she wound up basically being, I think we said this in the last chapter 1, where I wound up saying that her drink at a party wound up getting spiked.
Yeah.
I knew someone spiked my drink. Let me guess. Nathan?
Yep. You really didn't deserve any of that crap, Kate. At least you're not dealing with it anymore.
Yeah, for now anyway. Either I'll survive and go back to it or die trying. Not very great options.
Yeah, it does come across like that, doesn't it? Well, there's plenty of powerful people here that probably wouldn't find helping deal with your bully problem to be hard, time-consuming, or an issue of any kind. But get close to the right person and they might fix your problem for you.
You know, when you think about it, there are so many mass murderers in this group, aren't there?
That wasn't what I meant, but I guess that works.
Think about it. Garrus is a soldier who's killed tons. CEO is a psychopath that's killed tons. Max is a destructive psychopathic lunatic. Sam, sorry, is a destructive psychopathic lunatic. Valentine is again a soldier.
I didn't mean it like this, but okay, I guess.
Yeah, but you deserve better.
What about you? Would you be okay with helping me?
Wait, me? Well, I guess I could, but wouldn't you rather make friends with someone that's not the enemy?
You told me exactly what went wrong with that video, who was responsible, and gave a solution to it. I don't think I can view you as my enemy.
That's kind of expected, I guess, but still. Being my friend in this situation sounds like asking for accusations.
You're here for me, so I should do the same for you.
Wish I could hear those words in my life.
What was that?
Oh.
I'm not used to hearing people tell me that.
That's depressing.
Yep.
Well, now I definitely need to make it through this.
Hey, random request, mind waving around this flag real quick?
Death flag. Editor's note: having a strong motivation to survive a Danganronpa game generally results in dying immediately afterwards.
Why?
Reasons. Yeah, Danganronpa, you can tell when someone's about to die because they are now important to the... Now they are being way too important, which means they are not going to last much longer because they're being too important.
Good lord. Oh. Well, I'm here for you if you need me.
Yay, I have friends. Now. Finally.
Carl and Garrus. Post-toilet related trauma.
Okay, it's removed.
Now, if only we had brain bleach. Ugh.
It truly is troubling, though, that the situation is desperate enough for that level of invasion of privacy. Cameras in everyone's room is one thing, but the bathroom is too far.
There's cameras in the bedrooms, too?
Apologies. I meant back home with my job.
I thought you were a landlord.
I am. The ministry assigned me the position with the benefit of an experimental sleep need-removing drug and a home for me and my family in the basement. All I must do is catalog everyone's interests and major points for governmental profiling. If only the pay was better.
Do you realize exactly what you just said?
I'm not stupid. I know it's unethical, but what else am I supposed to do?
Is your financial situation really that bad that you're spying on everyone and invading their privacy rights? For money?
My daughter's health could be better. We don't have health insurance.
Your life sucks.
Is that abnormal?
Yes, absolutely. What shady business you're doing, you'd get way more than that. As someone who takes scum out for my job and how the shadow broker operates, information is powerful. The right information is expensive. You didn't make a good first impression.
I see.
How do you make ends meet if your job can't pay you enough for medical care for your daughter?
Or education for my son, I should add. A few things, ranging from getting help from tenants, to selling excess equipment, to looting their stuff after getting arrested.
Did you really arrest someone over jeans?
That sailor was tempting me to by selling me bad fish. I was going
That is
to bring
actually
up
one of the
tenants
quests.
making drugs. I managed to snag some bottles, a sweater, his wallet, etc.
Carl, I don't know how to respond to that.
You're gonna love how Carl is technically a good guy, but all the stuff he does is not a good guy.
Yeah, he's in one of those very awkward, morally gray areas. Because he's trying to make sure his family is safe and alive and everything, but at the same time, he has to pull a lot of shady crap in order to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easier to view the world as moral right and wrong, with no area in between. But that's not the position that I'm in.
I don't know what to do with Gray.
I don't see you being a good police officer in my country.
Is that why he made his profile grey?
What?
Like him just basically being a solid grey area character.
I made his thing gray because he's a grayscale character, not because of that, actually. But that would be a good reason, so let's go with the more artistic sounding reason.
Absolutely not. If these are the rules I'd be forced to follow, if I had no freedom whatsoever, I'd fight back. No matter the cost.
That's basically saying I would rather die.
At least I'd die on my own terms, doing what's right.
We have to remember that Garrus is a vigilante justice kind of guy. Even though he is a cop, he's not anymore.
Yeah, but the key difference between Garrus and Carl in that situation is Carl has a family he needs to look after.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the option to be like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's spy in on this. Always Papyrus music.
Greetings! I, the great Papyrus, am here to assist you.
Why?
I feel like the reason I went with Papyrus's theme pretty much every single time he's on screen is because Papyrus died so early.
I mean, that, and he is kind of one of those characters which basically says, "Look at me! I'm here!"
That too. He is definitely the type of person who, once he shows up at the room, his own theme music would definitely start playing.
You said you needed guarding, so guard I shall.
Did you forget the part where I wanted 3 people guarding me, or are you trying to pull some sort of trick?
What, like a magic trick?
Carl gives a look of immense distrust before trying to look innocent.
I believe there was a trap in the other room you might be interested in.
I like traps. Where is the trap?
Over there.
Ah, there's no class to this trap at all. Like, really? Can we even call this a trap? I mean, honestly, traps are meant to capture, not torment. Those saws are far too close to these chairs that are meant for sitting. Someone could seriously hurt themselves. Whoever made this needs a lecture from the great Papyrus on proper trap construction, planning, and etiquette. And don't even get me started on this rust. Why, this saw blade might just fall out with how rusted it is. And furthermore...
Eventually.
Instead of saw blades, they should instead have a room with puzzles to solve, leading to rooms with more puzzles to solve until they get puzzled out. Such a brilliant, mind-boggling plan. Of course, they'd need to sleep eventually, so a bedroom and bathroom would be nice, but...
You're still here?
The craftsmanship of this trap is far below my standards. I would like to set the person who made it down the right path for trap making. Seriously, this trap could hurt someone.
I'm pretty sure that's the point.
Traps are not about violence. They're about outsmarting opponents and capturing them. Then, well, I don't know what happens next, but still.
Do you really now?
Of course.
Then what about your talk with Gramble the other day?
So I'd like to point something out.
You spy on everyone for a living.
Remember how in the last conversation with Garrus said there are cameras in the bedrooms too? And it's like, no. Remember where this conversation with Gramble and Papyrus happened? Their bedrooms.
Right.
There are cameras in the bedrooms, and Carl lied that there weren't.
Oh.
Mind not telling Sans or Undyne about that? They'll probably be upset. What's with that angry expression? Okay, this is getting uncomfortable. What did I do to upset you?
How can I trust a bodyguard that's pretending to be a moron?
Is that really what everyone thinks of me? No, it's probably just what you think of me. Well, you're stuck with me. We're going to be friends and eat spaghetti and talk about boys, and you're gonna like it. At least I think that's how it works.
Why would I want to talk about boys?
I don't know. It's a TV thing.
You are not
I don't know, it's a
gonna
TV
be
thing.
by yourself.
What if I get 2 other people? Then would that be acceptable?
Yes, that was the entire point of the conversation me and Garrus had earlier. That you were there for.
Very well. Back to the lodge I go.
I don't even know where to start with this.
Papyrus is just so comically annoying.
I know I did the lines for that, but that actually felt very not good. Carl and Nico. Curiosity killed the cat. We'll see in a bit.
Carl, you know a lot of things, right?
More than I'd like. Why?
Do you know why the voice in my head wants to smash the sun with a crowbar? It makes sense in context, I swear.
Which would be nice to know.
Well, ever since this game started, I haven't heard them. They were a voice that tried helping me save the world. I had to restore the sun before everyone died.
Okay,
That's
moment.
new. Why would they ask you to destroy the sun if restoring it was the whole point?
So, in one shot, that is the player character talking to Nico. That is what Nico is currently referring to.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you will have the opportunity to talk to Nico in one shot.
I feel I need to play this game. It sounds like it'll remind me a lot of things I've played, like Underhero.
Maybe. I don't know. I think Underhero is a combat game, though, right?
Yeah, a bit. It's got a very nice story, though.
Hmm. Well, one shot doesn't have combat.
Huh. Alright.
I don't know, their voice faded in and out a lot. I kinda wish I had their guidance right now. I don't know what to do to fix everything.
I'm afraid there's not much we can do.
Hey, maybe we can put away all the dangerous things like knives and scissors and alcohol?
Why alcohol?
Isn't it for burning things?
Why do you know that?
I don't even remember why that meme happened, but there's a meme where Nico just sets things on fire with alcohol. I don't even remember where it started.
Oh god, that's brilliant.
Is that weird? I thought everyone knew that.
Okay, I know this is a gag that's not really happening, but I gotta be honest, I expected Papyrus' cooking to be responsible for this. Oh wait, no, Undyne's the one that set the house on fire.
I am having war flashbacks!
Fire's dangerous, so we should put the alcohol away.
Yeah, so the end of Until Dawn, the lodge catches on fire. I feel like that was appropriate. I feel like having Sam go, I'm having war flashbacks was appropriate considering that is how the game ends.
Oh, I didn't see any alcohol, not even at the bar. I think we're safe. And sober.
What's sober?
Not until you're 18. Any further questions?
What did Octavian mean that his vision was, I got mauled by a lady that looks like a cactus? That one's just weird.
I'm not even sure God knows that one.
Really? Did you have to have the ominous Marge appear in the front then?
I thought it would be funny. That's funny.
Oh, good lord. Alright, Carl and Octavian. The Among Us joke Octavian is sus is too easy.
I have several questions to ask.
Ask away.
If you are the enemy, why are you acting so suspiciously reasonable?
I generally try to look at things from both sides, you know? Just because I'm the enemy doesn't mean I have to be a jerk about it.
You suck at being evil.
Oh yeah.
Next question. Did you come up with that trivia game? You were too enthusiastic for it.
Yeah, the trivia night was my idea.
And the mastermind allowed that?
Yes.
Even though it would be a bonding experience, and thus against their goal of causing group distrust and conflict.
Yes.
You're more than a minion, aren't you?
I've seen your core board. Yes, I have more authority than everyone seems to think.
I knew it. Now I just need to know how much authority you truly have.
It's kind of hypocritical, though, if you think about it. I hate authority, especially those that have used power, yet here we are, me trying to make everyone play trivia. I'd argue that at least I'm self-aware about it, but no one cares about that.
You know, I love how smart Carl actually is.
I try making it so that everyone is smarter, so that they're not all, like, you know, dumbasses.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing about Danganronpa that's really annoying is how everyone is a complete dumbass. They can't do anything until everyone is dead.
How much authority do you have?
If my predictions are correct, it won't be long until you know the answer. Anything else, or...?
Why are you really here?
I don't follow.
Why are you here? Why are you a part of this game?
I can't really answer that, but I definitely didn't want to.
Self-insert fanfics have a bad reputation for a reason. I can't believe I'm here right now.
Fine, but as you already know, I'm always watching.
Yep. Okay, seriously, what made Josh think this was a good idea?
Josh? Who's Josh?
Go forward.
Click. Josh?
Joshua Washington planted the cameras throughout the Knowledge of the Lodge. In retrospect, trying to recreate the mountain for accuracy's sake, well, some liberty should have been taken.
Oh, that Josh. Right.
That didn't stop you guys from removing the alcohol.
No. Beer. Period.
I hate my life so much right now.
Join the club, we've got shirts.
Good lord.
Garrison Jill.
I love how it's been an hour and we're only halfway through these supports.
I think we're a little bit past the halfway point. Are we at 18, I think?
Yep.
Okay,
18.
we need a break. This isn't going anywhere.
Agreed. We can rest and clear our heads before continuing.
The two reasonable characters.
How are we supposed to get anywhere like this? If the mastermind is in full control of everything, why bother giving us clues at all?
There must be more to this than we thought. We just need a motive. Why they're doing this might reveal a weakness.
My best guess is they have a god complex.
Toying with our lives as disposable chess pieces to inflate their own ego. Yeah, that makes sense. They probably think they know everything, have everything under control, like they're better than us.
Can someone please pay to read the thing. I need a second opinion here, and where my writing is bad.
Time wasted so far in just...
I don't have a god complex. I have imposter syndrome. Get it right, people.
I gotta think of something before someone caves in and commits murder. I don't see you, me, or CEO breaking, but everyone else? They're civilians.
CEO is technically a civilian.
I guess technically they are.
He is technically a civilian. He just has the same attitude as these guys. But he is, in full honesty, technically a civilian.
But even still, we kind of see where she's coming from in this regard, even if it's basically just splitting hairs.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is why we need to do what we can to save them before it's too late.
Well, this wasn't a very good break at all.
Yeah, but this is frustrating.
Still, we need to clear our heads, and getting angry will just screw up our judgment further. So, what do you usually do for fun?
Me and Tally have compared kill streaks before.
Compared what?
We take count of how many husks or geth or whatever enemies there are that we kill, and see which one of us wins.
You know what? I like the fact you use it for Tally.
What?
I like how you use Tally as the one that compares kill streaks with them.
That is actually what happens in Mass Effect 3 at the end of the game. If you don't romance Tally or Garrus, if you romance Tally or Garrus, they have a platonic conversation with each other where they compare kill streaks, referencing Ilos as being where Tally won because it was full of Geth, which she had an advantage over because she's the tech whiz of the group.
You know what?
So
Fair.
So this actually does happen. I'm not pulling this out of nowhere. This does happen.
You know what? I thought it was more referencing the fact they actually get together if you don't romance either one. But I didn't really... I think I must have forgotten it's actually a conversation then.
Yeah, it's an actual conversation between the two.
You mean a game out of who has a higher body count?
You sound angry.
Yeah, the Husks are zombies, but really? And the Geth? Okay, what are the Geth?
An AI robot hive mind trying to kill everyone.
AI, so they have free will?
You're missing the point here.
So are you. Look, just because they're zombies or robots doesn't make murder fun. Since when is putting a zombie down for mercy's sake fun? I don't know enough about the Geth to judge on that, but if I find out they're innocent that you've been killing them for fun, I will be...
I actually... So, when Charlie did their line for that, they said angry instead of pissed. I had to bleep out the entire word.
Fap. Okay, this isn't going well at all. Garrus and Jill have achieved C support.
Yeah, so... how was that support?
I liked that, because it shows them getting along, and then when they come up with the body count, it just shows up, oh.
It's like, oh, Jill doesn't like this.
Okay, even though the supports are considered optional, this is one of the cases
one of those cases where it's helpful to the plot because foreshadowing. There's not enough time or energy for me to do it all in the chapter itself. Chapter 1, there's so much stuff that needs to be gone over. I just did not have time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Vocarian.
CEO?
If I may ask, can you tell me more about this revenge of yours in more detail?
I'm trying to move past it. I can't dwell on it forever.
Did someone kill your family?
No.
Steal your identity, money, and all you own?
No, but I can see you hating that.
Was it? Actually, let me check your bio. Maybe that'll narrow it down a bit.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Look, I don't exactly get along with anyone here. You're the best I've got.
Wait, what about Jill? You two seem to get along, don't you?
She's not a fan of my more unethical side. I'm an whose ends justify the means. What's wrong? You look very weirdly confused from that statement.
Something's wrong. Were our memories tampered with before we got here?
That's an odd question. What brought this on?
Why can't I remember right? Shepard was spirits. Why can't I remember them?
Okay, you're panicking. That's a bad sign.
I can't remember my best friend. Why can't I remember anything about them?
Something I said triggered the memory, right? Otherwise, why think about this now?
So this was a plot point that is supposed to come up around either chapter 3, 4, or 5. I don't have set in stone when, but it is supposed to become relevant later on. That their memories have been messed up in some way, shape, or form. Not just Garrus, but everyone's.
Fair
This
enough.
is because, remember when I said before what cutting the branches means?
Every character here basically could have died or could have lived.
Yes. So they're all from games where events can turn out differently from each other. It's just that Garrus happens to be from Mass Effect, and absolutely nothing in that series is set in stone because everything is a choice. Which means that he's the most out of all of them.
Oh, yeah. Whereas CEO's probably the least, because the biggest thing is the ending.
The only thing that really changes is the ending.
Yeah.
And maybe whether or not you blew up the hot coffee place to the cold coffee place.
Oh, yeah, that too.
But that doesn't matter because they both blow up anyway.
I don't...
What triggered it?
What did you say again? The thing that triggered it?
I'm an asshole whose ends justify the means. Do you remember them now?
Oh, spirits, I can't. They were my best friend. I can remember so many missions we went on, but I can't remember what they looked or acted like.
Oh, yeah, because that's...
That is also a variable.
I guess I'm not the only amnesiac now, either. You can't remember anything? Not even their gender?
No.
This warrants investigating. If we tell the others, they'll be more informed, but more likely to panic. Thoughts?
I'm not in the best state of mind for this right now.
Okay, we need to get you to bed. You need to slow down and process this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Garrison's CEO of Achieved C support. Garrison Octavian.
Plot development stuff. Yay! Moving on.
Remember when I hit on Garrus in front of everyone? Yeah, I'm not getting away with that. Oh, I think I remember reading the script for this bit.
Hey, Octavian. What the hell?
Yeah, I think it's because I asked for your... I think I asked for your second opinion on this because this is where Just keep going.
You hit on me in front of everyone.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that.
Not only is it out of character, but it's not something I'd actually do in real life. I hope the joke was worth it. I won't know until PFA releases the VOD of his reaction.
That's when I knew it was worth it.
Oh,
because you laughed at it. That meant it worked.
Oh, Lord.
Of course you shouldn't do that. Can't you keep your rod to yourself?
Maybe trying to lighten the mood with humor really was a completely terrible idea.
That was supposed to be funny?
You got hit on out of nowhere by the enemy. I'd say that's random enough to be funny, but you getting flirted on is common enough to not actually be that strange. Besides, I may find you attractive as a potential relationship partner, but my rod, as you put it, is off limits to everyone.
What? If you're trying to confuse me, it's working.
Yeah, my purpose combo confuses everyone. People generally assume that your interests for a physical relationship and a romantic long-term relationship are one and the same.
And you're saying your combination isn't the same for both. One moment, I need to process that. Red Cross is ace in the first category, but interested in both with the same gender in the other.
I figured the universe would figure this out eventually. Oh yeah, Cortez and Trainer are a part of your crew, yeah?
Yeah, why?
Where I come from, military members cannot be openly interested in people of the same gender.
Wait,
I don't think this actually applies anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You're from the USA, I don't know what it's like over there.
I don't think it applies over here in the USA anymore. I think that they got rid of Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
I have a few guesses, but they're debatable. Though it's been a while since I've heard anything of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, so I'm not sure if it's still a thing or not. Anyways, you're correct. I'm actually ace, but with a romantic preference of either leaning more towards males. Where I come from, you gotta be careful with who you tell this stuff to, because there's an imbalance in representation.
My memory could be fuzzy, but I don't think I've met anyone with that preference combo before.
Either way, I'm not interested, so back off.
Got it.
You knew that even when you started this, didn't you?
Oh my god, it was a freaking joke. Remind me never to take you to see stand-up comedy. Granted, I hate stand-up comedy myself, but still.
So yeah, the reason that support was one that I needed a double take on was entirely because of the fact that I go over my sexuality and my, my preference stuff.
Yeah.
And that's one of those topics that's really hard to go over properly.
Yeah.
And in my space, there is absolutely no one that goes over these things. So no one even knows that having no preference for sex is even an option, because they feel like they have to be straight or they have to be gay.
That's fair. Chapter 1, Support 21.
You summoned the great Papyrus?
I need some help.
Fear not, my friend, for I shall assist you. I have no idea how to leave, though.
Maybe we could call for help? I heard there's a fire tower nearby.
Didn't the human girl Sam say it was broken?
Well, we could try the cable cars.
But they don't work. Octavian made sure of it, last I heard.
There might be more places we didn't find. We should check outside.
Very well. Onward to somewhere else.
I'll be there soon, Mio.
Amiu and Papyrus and Amiu have achieved C support?
Sure, why not? Alright, so we're at 22, I think. We're almost there.
Jill is surrounded by crazies. Yeah, I know the feeling.
If it isn't Jill, unlocking master of sandwich.
That's not my terrible nickname, but I'm not in any mood to correct that.
I am learning to cook, and would like pointers from the master of sandwich herself.
Oh, good grief. You're not gonna back down, are you?
I will master cooking and become a popular guardsman no matter what. So how do I make sandwiches?
2 slices of bread, with food in between.
Ah, you make it sound so easy.
It's a sandwich, not rocket science.
Please show me your ways, Grand Sandwich Master.
Nobody's ever gonna let Barry's dad jokes go, are they? Fine. I ain't a break from fruitless investigating anyway. Bread. Food that's not bread. More bread. That's it.
Slow down, this technique is too advanced for me.
Sandwiches are the most basic and customizable foods you could make. It's 2 pieces of square bread with whatever you want in the middle. Fruit, vegetables, cooked meat. Some people put chips in them.
They put crisps in them. Wait, they also put chips. Which chips do you mean?
Potato chips is what I meant, but whatever. People will put anything in a sandwich.
Because I have put both English chips and American chips in sandwiches.
It doesn't matter anyway, honestly.
How about this green thing you have?
Why would you want that in your sandwich?
Okay, what did I walk in on here? Are you doing drugs? Can I have some?
No, it's not that. It's a medical herb. And it doesn't belong on a sandwich. Papyrus, what are you doing? You're wasting my medical supplies for a sandwich!
Isn't that cooking spray?
That's for first aid.
Well, now this sandwich will cure hunger, upset stomachs, and food poisoning.
That's not how that works.
CEO manages to stack the sandwich to see what it tastes like, while the other two are distracted, his expression changing to something less frowny, but still very frowny because CEO's frowny by default.
I thought medicine made things better.
If you use it wrong, it makes things worse. Medicine's not a cure-all. There's different medicines for different conditions.
Oh, sounds confusing.
It is, but it's necessary for the medics to know this stuff in the event of a medical emergency, and for officers like me to know how to train in your teammate if something happens.
I must not be far enough in my training to be taught this yet. Though magic healing's not the same, so...
Am I allowed to keep this?
Sure, I guess.
Thanks.
Wait, you like that thing?
We will call it the Jill Sandwich.
Fine, whatever.
CEO and Sandwich have...
I mean, Jill and Papyrus have achieved C support.
CEO and Sandwich have achieved.
I figured that would be hilarious. I think you skipped past it.
There we are, Papyrus CEO, that's next.
Yep.
CEO and Papyrus, either opposites will attract, or we'd better run before everything explodes.
You look unhappy, my monochrome acquaintance. Would you like to talk to your friendly neighborhood, Papyrus?
No, not really. And I'm not angry, I just look angry all the time.
That makes no sense.
You're wasting my time. What do you want?
A smile was all I asked for.
I will when I feel like it.
So you are unhappy. Fear not, for...
Shut up. You are not forcing me to do what you want for whatever reason it is. Forcing your way onto others is a bad thing.
I wasn't trying to be rude.
Well, you were, and you keep doing things like this. Not everyone likes puzzles or traps or your crappy cooking. Look, I have my way of handling things and you have yours, but I'm telling you, your methods will not fly with me.
Do you think I did a good way with CEO's voice with this?
Say that again?
Do you think I did a good job with CEO's voice here?
Oh, yeah.
My pasta's amazing.
It really isn't. It's barely edible.
I'm, not feeling so happy right now. I'm, bye.
That man is beyond naive. I swear he's no better than a child. He is, in no way, prepared for harsh reality. Hopefully he learns from this. I get the feeling the stubborn fool won't, though.
He means well, but God is he annoying as all hell. Later.
My cooking is amazing. He doesn't even know taste. I mean, everyone loves my pasta, right?
What are you doing?
Aha, so you came to see my craftsmanship. Admit my spaghetti is beyond divine.
I was going to get a sandwich, but here I walk into a crap load of pasta all over the place.
Well, my pasta is better than sandwiches. Feast your eyes on my hard work in all its glory.
They're not to him.
Okay, one bite. But if I hate it, you have to eat a bowl I make.
I have honed this craft for far longer than anyone. Trained with a master. And can make pasta all day if I feel like it. I'm afraid this will be an easy victory.
I've had better. You can taste your own alongside mine.
Alrighty.
Okay, just follow the instructions and you should be good to go. Later.
Here.
And it
done.
actually kind of looks like pasta.
Aha, let us bask in my victory as...
Shut up and eat it. I have other things to do.
Right, here we go.
He eats it and his expression turns to defeat.
Done boasting about how amazing you are?
I concede. You have defeated me at my own game.
Will you please listen to reason now?
I'm listening.
Reality is harsh. It takes no prisoners. I mean, I'm an asshole. I get that. But I'm telling you, for your sake, to grow up. I know you don't want to hear it, but you need to hear it.
I'm not stupid. I knew that already, but making others happy? Why is that so hard? A little happiness can go a long way.
You really are a man-child. I'm not saying that you making others happy is bad. It's what you're doing to try to achieve it.
You know how to make friends?
That's not something you learn in business school.
For good reason, really, when you think about it.
You're a very lonely person, aren't you?
I know you don't want to be my friend.
Yeah, I don't see it working out. But I'm a gambler type anyway.
I'm confused.
Just try not to die and we'll see where things go from there.
Papyrus and CEO have achieved C support. Aww. Shame he died.
We need more. We need the other we need the other people to get more exposure than Papyrus. Honestly, I was overexposed.
Despite the direction most of Papyrus supports went, he's usually bad at understanding insults or criticisms.
So, you're that Papyrus guy I've been hearing so much about.
Dramatic gasp! I am already popular across the world.
More than you'd want to know. Pro tip, don't look yourself up online with the safe search off.
I forget all the Doki Doki girls are so meta.
Yeah.
I don't
follow. God, I don't know if I should comment on this.
Good, it's best you don't know that one.
What grand things does everyone know me for? Being a master chef? Royal guardsman? Being amazing in general?
Being a dork?
Not as grand as I had imagined, but better than nothing, I guess.
I think it has to do with how over-the-top cheery and nice you are, despite your rampaging ego, skewed priorities, lack of an indoor voice, etc.
Thank you! My loud voice comes in handy when I'm looking for people.
Also, everyone knows your brother too, Sans.
Oh, he finally did. Something grandiose. I told him that putting in the hard work would pay off.
Yeah.
Not what she means.
People like him because he's lazy, don't they?
I think it's more like you two are polar opposites in the funniest way possible, so you come across like a comedy duo a lot of the time. You're both opposites, but not hostile to each other, so you're fun to watch videos of.
Oh, someone recorded us? That makes sense. I wonder if Alphys was recording us from her lab and posted us on the interwebs.
No, it was someone else.
Ah.
Well, what I saw didn't lie. You're pretty much exactly as I expected.
Yep, grand and wonderful in all areas.
Jesus Christ, Papyrus.
And full of yourself.
Of course! I am 100% pure concentrated papyrus. Not the paper, I mean.
You have no idea what an insult is, do you?
You know what the objective actually says behind that scribble?
No, I don't. What's it say?
Bone the skeleton. For the last time, Sayori's not that kind of fanfiction.
Oh god.
Nope.
I like it. I also like how it says compliment, insult, do both by yelling baka. Okay, Mayu and Jill.
Now, Mayu, to be shown actually talking about Miyu, I don't think I had her do that enough. But also, that'd be frigging annoying. More so than my Marge jokes.
So, you were in Creepy Mansion too, huh?
There were so many spirits there. So many tragic deaths.
On the positive side, you're not there.
But I don't know where Mio is. What if she's still there? I need to go back.
Not alone, and not with that leg of yours. You'll just slow her down. I'd rather not get involved with another undead incident, but if she's there and needs help, we should help her. Though it'd be a pretty big detour considering the village you're talking about is in Japan, and my work is in America. So...
Please, I can't stand the thought of her dying without me.
So?
Don't you mean dying just in general?
We have to save Mio.
Okay, calm down. I'll think of something. We're stuck in this game right now, but maybe we can all think of something to fix that afterwards.
I can't wait that long. Mio.
I don't know what to do to help her.
Miyu has achieved crazy. Also see support with Jill. Whatevers.
I am so obviously not interested in Mayu's bullcrap.
I know it's whatchamacallit hat in time interface, but...
It is still annoying when you wind up missing the thing.
Yeah. I just noticed that literally every girl here that isn't Nanako and Kate is from a horror game. So, 2 out of 3.
2/3 of them.
Wow. Oh yeah, Natsuki is technically a horror game, isn't it?
Hello
Natsuki, Mayu, we've got Jill Valentine, Samantha from Until Dawn, and even then we also have Gale from Dino Crisis and Gramble from Bugsnax, because for some reason Bugsnax is labeled by the community as a psychological horror.
Hey Mayu, I'm sorry, but I really should get going.
Wait, I want to ask, are you avoiding me?
Yes, you're creepy, even for my standards. Bye.
Totally not
Be
subtle.
friends.
And I don't want to get murdered.
But I thought you wanted everyone to get along.
Lady, you're freaking creepy.
What makes me so creepy?
Well, you never shut up about Mio for a start. Actually, that's also the end of it, too. All you ever talk about is your sister, and it is weird.
What's so strange about it?
Well, people are starting to spread rumors that your feelings towards her are a bit too close for comfort.
Huh?
Also, Octavian told me to stay away from you.
Why would you trust Octavian's word?
He's pretty good at providing proof to back himself up. I'm leaving now.
Who would trust an evil minion over a helpless girl with a sprained leg?
Is this even a C support? I guess it is. You know it's bad when it's an F support. Hi, mayonnaise.
Excuse me?
What? What do you want now, mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise? Where did that come from?
Answer my question first or go away.
Why are you being so mean to me?
You broke your leg to guilt trip your sister into feeling responsible for it and giving you all her attention. Never told her about it despite having years to do so, and relished in the time with her you got out of it to be your creepy obsession with her. I don't like manipulative older siblings that gaslight or guilt trip the younger naive sibling into complying with their idiocy.
Wow, just no subtlety whatsoever.
I am very blunt in how I don't like her.
That's not...
I know what you really are. Don't you bother hiding it from me. You're gonna keep playing victim, trying to earn my sympathy before you strangle someone so you won't be suspect.
I will be with my sister. Together forever. I don't care what you say.
She gets blinded permanently and each other eyes. Together forever. The ritual succeeds and she gets PTSD at survival field. Also together forever. You flat out kill her and hug her corpse. Still together forever. There is no happy ending with you. You're sick.
Wow.
Click.
Editor's note. There actually is a golden ending where both live and everything's peachy, but the point still stands. Also, it literally makes no sense because of the series world building in Fatal Frame 1. Yai's ghost gets involved, but her ghost is stuck in a different mansion, causing the world building crap up.
Basically every other ending that's not the golden ending makes Mayu look really, really bad.
Right. Yeah, this is totally an F support. Possibly an even F minus support. Are Z supports a thing as lowest of the low?
Alright, we're almost to the supports, finally.
Jill and Gale, Jill and CEO, Sam and Crash. Let's go. If they weren't made by made by the same guy, they probably wouldn't have a support string with each other.
Gale.
Gale.
Gale, we need to be united to stand a chance against the Mastermind. Otherwise, we're just gonna get nowhere and everybody will snap.
That's my problem, because...
Because if someone dies, you'll be the first one everybody blames. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with this lone wolf shtick, but it's not gonna get you anywhere.
We'll just slow you down.
Okay, but how? How will having backup slow you down?
If a member of your team can't take care of themselves, they are a liability.
If a team member needs help because they're cornered, you help them. Are you really implying you've left behind every team member you've had to die?
Not all. There is one member that can hold it.
That member wouldn't happen to be Reggie, now would it?
What makes you ask that?
Octavian lets slip that you're the SWORD leader. Reginald's a member of SWORD, if I recall.
Remind me to have a talk.
Don't beat him up. We need as few enemies as possible right now.
Oh,
anyway,
God.
I heard about the zombies, dinosaurs on Battleship Balrog. Word gets around. I get the feeling a member of your team that can take on an army of lizards and stands on par with...
How canonical is Dino Crisis with Resident Evil?
They don't really cross over with each other or anything outside of Namco Cross Capcom. Which is actually what's being referenced with this sentence.
Fair enough, then.
a lot of superpowered weird people would probably impress you.
An asset is an asset, so long as we complete the mission.
Appreciate what you have, Gil, because once it's gone, it's gone.
I get that information.
Like I said, word gets around. This isn't the only time I've been surrounded by weird people.
Enlighten.
Well, there was that time when I was at a Phoenix Wright case with a legendary Valkyrie as the defendant, and a demon was accusing her of stealing a seat in the courtroom full of dancing news reporters from the space before.
What?
You still there?
What?
Click again.
I regret asking.
Editor's note. Project X Zone is freaking weird, lol.
Yeah, so that was a Project Cross Zone reference. Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield both showed up for Project Cross Zone 1 and 2. That was the scene from Project Cross Zone 2. And it was so freaking weird.
Fair enough!
So after the support conversations, can we check the golden computer at the back of the room? There is something interesting there that we can see before we head off to the chapter.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Jill's sandwich. Oh, I remember this.
Miss Valentine.
Yep.
CEO, did you need me for something?
Yes, you recall that sandwich that you and Papyrus made?
The one with medicinal herbs and first aid spray?
I want more. That was the best sandwich I've ever had. How do I grow more of those medical herbs?
Editor's note. Suits RPG have the health items be sandwiches. The tastier the better. If Resident Evil first aid spray as well as the right herbal mixes are a full heal. By the combo logic, the full heal makes the tastiest sandwich.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I?
No, not in the slightest. It's hilarious. I don't think there is a 100% heal in Suits, was there?
I don't think there was.
No, I think it was the octopus was a 100% heal.
Yeah, I think it was the octopus, and I don't think we even used that in the game, did we?
We never used that.
I'm pretty sure eating medicinal herbs in excess will cause you health problems. Especially since they're supposed to be applied on injuries and not consumed.
Only if you're human. Technically.
Don't care. I've never been a food connoisseur, but it, I need food that good in my life.
Are you okay? You never get this emotional, and I never expected it to be over a sandwich.
Here, try one of these. You'll see what the problem is.
This is the blandest thing I've ever had.
Mass-produced factory sandwiches. My planet runs on them.
Gross.
Please, I will pay extra for a meal worth looking forward to.
It's really not a huge deal, but I'm sure we can come up with something in the kitchen. Have you been eating anything other than those sandwiches?
No, I'd rather limit my chances of being poisoned.
Oh, sheesh, I hadn't considered that.
Screw it.
Wait for me! Have you ever had a chance to enjoy good food before?
Not anything this good. I've been missing out.
Does your planet... Is it really that bad that you can't enjoy a good meal? A lot of us take that for granted.
Yeah, his planet is that bad.
Can I just...
I'm sorry, that cut out. What?
Yeah, his planet is that bad.
Yep.
Sure. Should I leave, or...
Up to you.
Jill and CEO of Achieve C support.
Alright, last one, Sam and Crash.
Now for the real plot twist.
Now this is where we're supposed to hear Crash speak normally for the first time.
Okay, repeat what I just said.
Editor's note. Von Clutch's Motor World is from Crash Tag Team Racing by Radical Entertainment, the guys behind Simpsons Hit and Run.
Von Clutch's Motor World is radical? Nice try, Crash.
Note 2. Molasses on the table was something I was told to say while holding my tongue as a kid. I was naturally upset by what came out, and that they were making an arse out of me.
Basically, if you say molasses on the table while holding your tongue, it basically sounds like you're saying my ass is on the table. I was basically being made fun of.
Alright.
You know, it's weird how the entire reason this conversation's happening is because of a vision. You really should do that more often.
Stupid?
Crash, you're playing dumb. Stop that.
What if I like playing dumb?
Okay, that voice takes a lot of getting used to.
Yeah, I noticed.
Editor's note 3. Yes, Crash can talk like this. If you don't believe me, look up the epilogue of Crash, It's About Time.
Communication would be much easier if you talked normally. I really don't understand what your reason for your different speech pattern is.
Why do I need a reason for my bizarre actions? We don't question it when we blow up everything. Why question the way I talk?
You know, fair point. We have the urge to blow something up. Do you think anyone would care if we blow up the lodge?
I think literally everyone will care. But the sanitarium? It's free real estate. Nobody cares about an abandoned crazy house.
Alright, we're gonna need a fuse, some TNT, and popcorn.
Why popcorn?
It's for when we watch the fireworks.
I think we could probably borrow some portable chairs or something too.
Now we're talking.
You can completely understand why the other three are basically like they're just a liability.
At least they didn't blow up the lodge.
Wow, look at that sucker go. We got hot dogs to cook over the burning building?
You guys suck. Alright, move along. I need to fix everything now.
Well, we can blow it up again.
Yay!
Go away.
Salmon Crash's C support stands for crazy.
Alright, now for the computer.
Alright, what's this computer? This computer leads to the supports for Chapter 6 and are meant to be seen after completing Chapter 6. There's also free stuff here too. Supports or miscellaneous stuff.
Miscellaneous. Alright, so the VA trailer, don't go to the logs.
Alright, choose a log.
I said don't go to the logs.
Oh.
Log 1. So just click
So
VA trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
This was recorded and shown to my VAs from Trigger Hattie Havoc to see if they would be up for the new project, and for recruiting new VAs to the new project.
World, really get fictional. When time cannot even keep itself stable. When your fate is in the hands of powers unknown, all that can be done is...
Just freaking get on with it already!
Okay, fine, sheesh. I'll cut the poetics and get to the point.
I remember this.
Hello and welcome to our brand new crossover mod that makes absolutely no sense. Cutting to the point, I'm looking for actors. There's about 15 people here and my vocal range is limited. So let's take a look at who we've got. We've got normal people, weird people, crazy people, whiny teenagers.
Hey!
A Muppet, cinnamon rolls, hot people, and a dude with a cactus up his butt because holy crap, he's a prick. If you play the game that the character or characters are from, that'd be a big help in reassuring me that I've written them well. Anyways, that's the gist of it. Thank you for watching.
Alright, so that's pretty much everything that's worth looking at. I think I should probably get rid of the logs since the logs aren't really interesting anyway.
It depends. People might be interested.
Alrighty,
Maybe.
see you around.
I remember that trailer. I remember that trailer so.
But now the audience gets to see the trailer. Yay!
Oh gosh.